Hi students, I'm back with another video and this time our topic is noun phrase. Now let's see what a noun phrase is. Okay, so noun phrase is a group of word or a word that does the work of a noun. It can be a subject, object, complement and object of a preposition in a sentence. It can also work as an adjective sometimes. Now let's see and explore how. Okay, now you can see when we see a noun as a performing a role in a sentence, we think of it is a noun phrase. Yes, and it is true as well. Because a noun phrase may function as the subject or object of a clause, a noun phrase may consist of a single word or a group of words. So, the most important part, in a noun phrase is called the head word, and that should be a noun, and that is the compulsion. Okay, as I discussed earlier, that noun phrase can be a subject in a sentence. So here is the example. For example, I say mathematics is fun. So over here, mathematics is, our subject. So a noun can be a subject in a sentence. Similarly, if you see the other example, I teach mathematics. Over here, noun is our object. The same noun is our object. Now you can see how a noun phrase or a noun can be a subject or as an object appear in a sentence. Okay, so now here are some more examples. As we have discussed earlier, that a noun phrase or a noun can also be a complement. So here is an example of a noun as a complement. I am a teacher. You can see that a teacher and I are linked through a linking word, that is am. So over here, a teacher is a complement to the subject I. Similarly, if you can see the second example, over here, the noun is the object of a preposition. You can read it loudly. I am going to the market. So to the market on the whole is a prepositional phrase, but over here market is the object of a preposition and that is our noun. So now we can see that a noun, can be placed at different positions in a sentence. It can appear at different positions at different places in a sentence or in a clause. Okay, so in the previous slides, we discussed that in a noun phrase, that most important thing is that of a head noun. And after that and before that, there can be some different words that makes up a phrase. So before a head noun, there can be, modifiers, and we call them premodifiers. And after a head noun, there is a list of things and we term them post modifiers, right? As they come after the head noun. So now let's see the, a list of modifiers, or we can say a list of pre-modifiers that comes before a head noun. And that are determiners, right? Articles, and the quantifiers like how much, many, a lot of, full or something. Then possessive adjectives, then ordinals and cardinals. We have different numbers before sometimes and before head nouns as well. And now let's see the list of post modifiers, the words which or you can say the clauses or the phrases which appear after the head noun in a sentence, and that consists of a prepositional phrase, a relative clause that starts with who, whom, right? And then present participle, past participle, and sometimes an infinitive, and last but not the least an appositive. That is, a kind of elaboration or something in which, sentences in which we are, being informed something about the subject. Now let's see, and explain and, make it understandable through some more examples. Okay, here is a flowchart kind of a diagram for those who wants, further understanding of noun phrase. This is little bit complex, but I hope it would be clear through different examples when we read them. Okay, so here are some different patterns of a noun phrase, that what are, what could be its component. So over here you can see, a basic noun phrase can contain a determiner, a quantifier, something like that, and there should be a noun with it. And then it can be surrounded, some complex type of noun phrases, can be surrounded by a pre-modifiers and post modifiers. Similarly, you can see another picture, that of a noun phrase which consists of a determiner and then an adjective phrase and then a head noun. So a noun phrase can be a combination of all of them. So now let's see, and explore through different examples and sentences, and I hope then it will be, more clearer to you. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, then pre-modifiers, list of pre-modifiers include that of determiners, quantifiers, numbers, and different adjectives. So here are some sentences that will show you how they can be a part of nouns, like those houses, those is a determiner, this, that, those, all of these are determiners. A lot of houses, so a lot of is a quantifier. Similarly, we have other quantifier like much, many, and similarly two houses, again two is a number and it can be a part of a noun phrase. And then we have adjective. So this is how different pre-modifiers make up a noun phrase. Okay, so we also discussed that there are some different post modifiers that comes after the noun, head noun, and those include that of prepositional phrase, relative clause. So here are some examples of prepositional phrases, that how they can be a part of a, as a how they can work as a post modifier, or how they are they come after a noun, or after a head noun, or after a noun phrase. Like you can see a man with a gun. So over here, with the gun is a prepositional phrase and it is a post modifier. The boy in the blue shirt, so the boy is our noun phrase and in the blue shirt is a prepositional phrase. The house on the corner, the house is the noun phrase and on the corner is a prepositional phrase. Okay, so among the list of a post modifiers, we have also ing phrases. As you can see in the examples, the man standing over there. So the man is a noun phrase and standing over there is an ing phrase. Similarly, the boy talking to Angela, the boy is noun phrase and talking, ing phrase, is a post modifier. Similarly, we also discussed that relative clauses can also appear after the noun phrases. So here is the list: the man we met yesterday, the house that Jack built. So over here, the house is a noun phrase, the man is a noun phrase, that Jack, if you see it differently, separately, read it differently, then it is also a noun phrase, because that is a demonstrative pronoun. Similarly, the woman who discovered radium, so the woman is a noun phrase, and again, who discovered, this would also be a noun phrase. An 8-year-old boy, this is also a noun phrase, and who attempted to rob a sweet shop, and this is a relative clause. So this is how relative clauses and ing phrases work as a post modifier in case of noun phrases. Okay, similarly, post modifiers can also be infinitive sometimes, like I have got no decent shoes to wear. So decent shoes would be noun phrase and to wear would be an infinitive. So this is how noun phrase can consist of different structures. There can be some pre-modifiers or post modifiers, and they will help you out to identify noun phrases in different and complex type of sentences. Okay, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed today's lecture, and if there is any kind of query, you can ask me in the comment section.